I'll go through these very fast. The EFD technology, one thing I want you to remember is what environmentally friendly drilling is. It's no longer an oxymoron. Number two, water treatment, what we're talking about. And number three, where you can go for information on this. Number four, the technology that we're developing in the oil and gas industry can be used by communities. There's no reason that every single community down here should be on water rationing. Brackish groundwater desalination is a viable, cost-effective operation. The City of Laredo has an A&M pilot plant on desal right now, vapor compression desal. It's leaking. It needs a little more work, but that's what's happening. So when I talk to these small towns, I say, why aren't you looking at this? After 10 years, the Texas Water Development Board has acknowledged that brackish groundwater desalination is what we ought to be doing. Some of you go back and remember Governor Perry in 2000 wanting to do seawater desal. And that's way long. Right now we only have one significant brackish groundwater desal facility in Texas. It's in El Paso, K. Bailey Hutchison plant, and it was mainly because of Fort Bliss. Next slide. Small footprint drilling rigs. You didn't mention this because Halliburton's not in drilling, but this is a company called Hussman. They're drilling a well in a parking lot in a hospital in Amsterdam, running off the grid. That can be done. Next slide. NOx and air emissions. We talked about the air emissions. You can hear Alicia talk about air emissions. They've been drilling the Boonville Chert up in North Texas forever. That's where George Mitchell got his money. And that's a gas condensate well. And those are shallow wells. And those are old wells. And it's the old production batteries that's contributing well over half of the emissions that they're finding when they do these industry surveys. So you won't have that. That's the first good thing that's happening. Second, you're going to have good technology to capture the vapors. I was with Dow Chemical yesterday talking about a new material that will capture those vapors and then recover it in a centralized facility. Next slide. And reduce fracturing footprints. We talked about that. Next slide. There's my crew. That's my guys down here. They got invaluable experience, I guess you would say. That's the best way to put it. Next slide. That's my water treatment slide in Webb County in February of this year. It was only 80 degrees down here then. We've got this unit is a research unit. It only does 2 gallons a minute. But it allows me to test the various purification techniques. The purification techniques that will allow me to make drinking water if you need a drug. TCEQ, gentleman from TCEQ, you know Jerry Fagans? Jerry is out of Austin. He wanted me to go to Robert Lee because Robert Lee, the city officials there were considered brackish groundwater desal. This 2 gallon a minute unit can pull into a site, do your water treatment, give you the cost numbers for various types of water treatment depending on your source water, and you'll have a much better estimate of how much it's going to cost for your community to build a unit, 12 million, 20 million gallons a day. I've only got one of them. It took me forever to get the thing built, but when I get through it in Marcellus, I'd much rather be wintering in South Texas than in Shenango County, New York, so help me out, folks. Drilling waste. TxDOT's here. Trouble with highways, absolutely. Got a lot of trucks, heavy equipment. On the well sites, we're running out of high-grade caliche. They're using low-grade caliche. They're using dirt. Now dust is a big issue. Now you have to have water to dust suppress. In New York, they're taking produced water that's 85,000 TDS, untreated, and putting it on roads. Yeah. And yet, they just had an absolutely terrible fit when I showed up there with a desal unit. Go figure, yeah.